Stop trying to eat perfectly. It's not helping you. If you're living with cancer, the truth is it might actually be making things harder for you. You're Googling foods, you're questioning every bite that you take. You're wondering, does this help me or is this hurting me? And what used to be simple now feels like this pressure added on top of everything else. In this video, I'm going to show you why you don't need to know the benefits of every food that you eat, how this is actually creating stress in you without you even realizing it, and what healthy eating actually looks like in a way that supports your healing. I'm Catherine, your cancer coach and a stage 4 colon cancer survivor. So when I talk about food, I can tell you from the bottom of my heart how much food anxiety I actually had when I was going through cancer. I have been through this myself, and I have worked with dozens of people who have experienced the same anxiety and stress around what to eat. And what I've seen over and over again is that the problem isn't that you don't know enough. It's that you're being told that you need to know everything. So right now, let's change that. Right now, you might think that this is about being informed, about having all the information, about being proactive, about doing everything that you can. But if you're honest, food doesn't really feel simple anymore, does it? It feels loaded, like pressure. It feels like something you could get wrong. And that matters. Because when something as basic as eating starts to become stressful, that's not supporting your body. That's putting it under more strain. So here's the truth that most people won't say clearly. You do not need to know the detailed benefits of every food you eat. You don't. That belief that you should know, that's what is driving this cycle. And it sounds responsible on the surface, but underneath it, it's fear. Fear of getting it wrong, fear of making a mistake, fear that one choice could set you back. And when fear is driving your decisions, you don't feel better, you feel trapped. Let's talk about the information, because there's a lot of it, and not all of it is good information. Some of it is contradictory, some of it is exaggerated, some of it is flat out wrong. But when you're in this position where you are right now, you don't question it the same way you may have before. You take it in, you try to apply it in your life, you stack rule on top of rule on top of rule until eating feels like this test that you have to pass. And I know because I did this. I created my own food anxiety because there was so much information and misinformation, and I couldn't sort out the difference. I tried to understand everything, and it didn't make me feel empowered. It made me feel like I was constantly behind, like I was missing something, like I wasn't quite doing enough. That is not clarity. That is overwhelm dressed up as responsibility. Now, let's be honest about what this actually turns into. Anxiety, not the obvious kind, the quiet kind. The kind where you hesitate before eating, second guess after eating, never fully relax around food. You tell yourself you're being careful, but your body, it is feeling all of the tension. And every time you eat in a state of pressure, your nervous system is activated. In my book, Living to Thrive, A Holistic Guide to Living with Cancer, I speak directly about my own food anxiety and what actually happens. You cannot create a thriving environment in your body if it is constantly receiving signals of stress. So if your healthy eating is coming from fear or pressure or constant questioning, well, we need to call that what it is. It's not helping you. It's exhausting you. And friends, if this is hitting a nerve, good, because this is the moment where things can actually change. If you're tired of overthinking and want a more grounded approach to living with cancer, there's a link below where you can learn how I support people through this exact shift. But stay with me, because this next part is where we come together to start building something better. Friends, healthy eating is not as complicated as you've been led to believe. It's not about memorizing nutrients. It's not about chasing the perfect food. And it's definitely not about trying to control every outcome. It looks like eating real whole foods most of the time, keeping things balanced, eating consistently, paying attention to how you feel before, during, and after you eat, making conscious choices without over analyzing them. That's it. There is no magic food. Despite what people will tell you, there is no magic food. There is no single ingredient that is going to determine your outcome. And there's no perfect diet that guarantees anything. Cancer is different for every single person, and every single person's body is different. There is no single guaranteed outcome. What actually matters is the bigger picture. And part of that picture is your relationship with food. If you want to learn more about nutrition, you can. I did. I took a whole course on it. I wanted to understand what I was putting in my body and what it would do to support me. But part of that is what created the food anxiety, because I got so wrapped up in the benefits and the nutrients, all of the information around it, that I forgot that food can just be food without the stress. Learning about nutrition needs to come from a grounded place, not from the fear that you are one mistake away from doing damage or setting yourself back. Friends, I want you to notice something right now. The next time you eat, I want you to catch the thought, the sneaky thought, is this good enough? And instead of following it, just pause, because that thought, that's the pattern, not the food. That thought is what's keeping you stuck. And you don't break patterns by learning more. You break patterns by choosing differently. You don't need to earn the right to eat. You don't need to justify every choice. And you don't need to prove to yourself or anyone else that you are doing it perfectly. You need to support your body. It's going through a lot right now. And supporting your body includes reducing the pressure that you are putting on yourself. Because healing is not built on constant correction. It's built on consistency and trust. If you're ready to stop overthinking, stop second guessing, and actually feel confident in how you are supporting yourself, I would love to work with you. You can book a call through the link below, and we'll talk about what that looks like for you. And if this challenged you a little today, that's a good thing. That's where change starts. Subscribe, follow the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.